Hello my darlings, I hope you're fine and well. So a beautiful friend of mine requested that I do a collective using the vampire deck. So here we are. I'm going to do just that. So these energies, as we know, have been tumultuous as fuck. They have been very, very intense for so long, and the sky has been feral for so long. Pluto, thank the Lord, is out of retrograde now. And obviously Pluto is the planet of death, destruction, change, transformation. So there has been a lot going on since May. So many of you have closed out lots of cycles. So I'm kind of feeling like we need a bit of a Halloween message. But then again, Halloween's still a couple of weeks away, isn't it? So let's just get a current message. Current message for this collective, because it is a bit wild. So what's going on? What do we need to know? What does the collective watching this need to know? The Hierophant. Okay. The Six of Scepters, which is like the Six of Wands. The Three of Skulls. Pentacles. Okay. I know they're really hard to interpret, but we're here. We're doing it. I will clarify with my witchy deck. Woo! The Eight of Skulls. Wow. Okay, so there's... The Six of Skulls. All right, there's a lot of skulls activity going on here. Pentacles again. And then the Three of Scepters, which is Three of Wands. So, okay. All right, just bear with me a second. Wolves are significant to somebody here, either a power or a spirit animal. Wolves are specific. They're important to somebody here. A rosary bead is as well. Okay, a rosary bead is important as well. There's certain things that are drawn to me when I look at the images of the cards, and then I'm being shown something as well. Now, the Hierophant is also traditional value, so someone could be in a connection where there's a different view in terms of spirituality or religion or divinity. It's like one of you has one view, the other has another view, but it's not a block, it's just a difference. Right. Let's get some clarity with this Hierophant. What is this about, please? Why is the Bear with me a second. There are blue roses in this card as well. And blue roses are very, very, very significant. And in this card, they're here too. There. So a blue rose is significant because it's rarity. So someone is recognizing, with the Knight of Cups, someone is recognizing you have rarity. You hold rarity. And there's some kind of spiritual awakening going on with that Hierophant card as well. Clarify the Six of Scepters, Eight of Wands. They want to connect with you more. Clarify the Three of Skulls. Yeah, they know the truth. They know the truth, that you'd work well together. And it's not just as a relationship, but as a partnership as well. Perhaps a business partnership even. Clarify the... Yeah. Eight of Skulls is clarified by the Ace of Wands. Again, 8 is infinity, is abundance. And with this Ace of Wands, they're acknowledging that you two would work really well together. It's like you have some kind of purpose here with somebody. We also have the Queen of Swords. So along with the King, we have counterparts, which is really beautiful. It's like you're both realising the truth of this connection. And you might have tried to run away from it. You might have tried to deny it. You might have gone through a bit of a patch where you're like, no, that's not the person for me. I'm whatever. And now you're like, oh, fuck, that is the person for me. Clarify 3 of Scepters. The Death card. Transformation is never easy. So if you struggle with transformation, imagine how difficult that is for someone else. Okay. All right. So what else do we need to know with this connection then? There's an acknowledgement here of 2 people that see themselves together. Whatever that means. So let's see. What else do we need to know? What do the collective watching this need to know? I just saw a bit of a rude card then. Hang on. Oh no, it's not rude. These aren't rude. I have got a really, I think it's called the, it's dark but dirty. There's a lot of nudity in the cards. I'll save that for Instagram alone because everywhere else I'd get fucking booted off the platform. The Lord of Grails. OM actual G, that's like the King of Cups. And then we've got the 10 of Skulls. So, good Lord. This is quite significant. Someone knows you're that person. Yeah. 4 of Knives. Oof. Do you know, I was about to say the sun is going to make an appearance in this reading, and there he is. Grandfather Sun. So, what I'm getting with that is this person knows you're meant to be healers together. This is very specific. Like, they're acknowledging you're meant to be healing, well, the world, basically. Prince of Skulls, Knight of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, Knight, it's a Knight. You know, and then we've got the Priestess. Card just dropped on the floor, I will pick it up, and then the 6 of Knives. So there's a real acknowledgement of something here that's... What's interesting with this Sun card is there is a devil here. But it's not a negative devil. Because they're clearly in love. One look at the card. So it's not a negative devil. But they're just... Whoever this is for, this collective are drawn to you, if you're seeing this. They're very drawn to you. They're very... Oh my God. It's quite intense energy, to be honest with you. Clarify the Lord of Grails. I do love these cards. It's a shame I can only really use them in vampire season. By the way, I was a vampire in a previous life, I swear to God. I just love anything to do with vampires. And if you haven't watched Interview with a Vampire, the series on Netflix, I highly recommend you do. It's very, very good. 10 of Pentacles. And then we've got the 10 of Skulls. Cards are repeating. Someone knows you are their happy place. You are their person. You are their forever person. Yeah. However, that being said, there are still burdens around this because some of them have got a lot to work through. And they may have another situation that's causing them a lot of distress at the minute. And you're their happy place, but it might not be the right time because they've got something to close out here. Or they're closing something out. Yeah, 10 of Cups. They know your relationship is very healing to them. And they know that you've aligned for healing one another. Like, you can do a lot of healing as an individual, absolutely. but you can only really do true healing when you are with somebody. Clarify the Sun, the Four of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. Ooh. It's like they're realizing that anything else before you was not right. And they've had to go through a fair few relationships, if you like, or connections to realize that you're that person that's very special. Clarify the Prince of Skulls, the Hanged Man. Everything in divine timing. The Prince of Skulls is the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles, as we know, is a very slow-moving knight. Even if you put a rocket up his arse, he would still be slow. However, he is the most stable of the knights. And that's what you want, stability. Priestess is clarified by the Nine of Wands. Yeah, there's been a lot of resistance with this connection. And you've really, both of you have ummed and ahed about this and thought, is this really my person? And even though you know it is, your fear-based energy or trauma response from previous connections that may never have amounted to anything or were really difficult or karma connections, you've obviously got that trauma. So there's still some stuff to learn and heal here. Yeah, go within. This is very interesting energy. It's very interesting energy. Because they know you're that person, but they're burdened at the same time by that. But they also know you are meant to heal one another and heal the world as a byproduct of that, if that makes sense. Interesting I said byproduct. It's not really something I would say, having not been in like commercial business for a long, long time. It isn't something I would say. So that could be specific to somebody. I don't know. All right, okay, more with the vampire deck. So is this person thinking about, well, what are they thinking about? The Lovers. What are they thinking about at the minute? Like, what are they thinking about when it comes to the people watching? What is this group of people I'm channeling thinking about when it comes to this situation? So we've got the Nine of Knives, ouch, and we've got the Death card. So obviously it's very... One minute. Is that a snake or is it a tree root? I think it's a tree root. Root. Something with roots. There's something about roots here. There's something about roots. Rooted presence, grounded presence. You hold grounded presence for this person. Three of Scepters again. Yeah, you hold grounded presence for this person. The Lovers, but it's in reverse. So it's a misalignment at the minute, but I just feel like everyone else they've ever dealt with was a misalignment. And when they realise that, they're like that. Oh my God, like, what the fuck was I doing? We've got Fortune, which is obviously the Wheel of Fortune. So they recognise there's some kind of, well, they feel like you're their good karma. Then we've got the Ten of Wands again. So there are some burdens here, factually correct. There are some burdens. We cannot avoid the burdens. Why have we got the Nine of Knives, please? Justice in reverse. They feel like they can't give to you the way they want to. Yeah, but with the Ten of Swords in reverse, they know they've got to go through this transformation, but the swords are effectively going to come out of someone's back. So it's like you're meant to help them repair this heartbreak as well that they've gone through. Yeah, the moon and the sun, the star, sorry, the moon and the star. You're meant to help them heal some heartbreak here. Clarify the Lovers in reverse. Magician. Right, now, I need to know with something there. Is that yucky energy or is that happy energy? Right, no, it's happy energy. Thank God. Okay, cool. So it's just not the right time for a union-esque, a relationship, a partnership with you right now. No. But that doesn't mean it's going to take a while. 1441 in the time. Mirrored number. Clarify Fortune. Fortune favours the brave. this person or group of people are going to be brave. They're already gaining courage to do something here. Okay, clarify the Ten of Scepters, please. The Ace of Swords and the Empress. Some of them are burdened by a mother figure and children, and the concern more so is the children. Understandably, of course, that goes without saying. But next, after that, in terms of their future, you're in it very strongly, those who are seeing this. But this person's they're very burdened at the moment. And with you take away the pain that they felt. You take away that heartbreak. You take away that betrayal they have been they've experienced, they've endured. You take it away. But because this person's got some work to do, they don't feel like they can give you what you deserve right now. But they are under illusion of that, actually, because they can. Just by being themselves, being present, being open, being vulnerable. In a lot of cases for you, that's enough. You're happy just to spend time connecting with them and enjoy being around them. But they're not able to... It's not the right time for a full-blown relationship in a lot of cases. But I don't think it's that far away either. So what action is this person going to take? Eight of Skulls. Eight of Pentacles. They are in a bit of disarray though. Oh my God, that's a naughty card. But it's quite... Wow, okay. Okay, Nine of Grails. Beautiful card. I think most women like being held like that. I'm just going to put that out there, universe. They do. So Grails... It's the Nine of Cups, okay? Then we have the Emperor. It's like they want to come in and claim you. Yeah, they do. The Devil. Yeah, they want to come in and claim you. This is quite... And this is very... energy, just so you know. Wow. Okay. Yeah, Daughter of Skulls. And Skulls is obviously Pentacles, so Page of Pentacles, and then we've got the Tower. Yeah, they're very much... I mean, this Tower looks quite a strong foundation, actually. Towers aren't always disaster. I mean, they are connected with Mars, but, you know, we're just going to see what else comes through. Clarify the Eight of Skulls, please. Five of Wands. There's a healing coming. Some of you aren't in communication at the minute. You will be soon. Clarify Emperor. Yeah, they're taking their time. They want to do this correctly. They don't want to fuck it up. Clarify the Devil. The High Priestess. Intuitively, you know they're thinking of you a certain way. Daughter of Skulls is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles. So this is coming in with stability. They want to offer you something stable, actually. And with the Tower clarified by the Death, well, the Ten of Swords, you know, they need to be allowed this time to make the endings necessary. But there's so much more to come from this. You just have to... What am I smelling? Hang on. I'm getting a smell. What is that? What is that? Roses, because it's sweet. So spirits here, because roses is usually a sign of spirits with you. Some of you may be connecting more and more to spirit. But there's a fragrance coming through. What is that, spirit? Hang on. I can't place it and it's going to really annoy me. It's a perfume. quite hypnotic perfume. It could be, but not necessarily, a perfume by Thierry Mugler. And I wanted to say alien. Do with that information what you will. All right, okay. Okay, I don't smoke, but I'm smelling cigarettes on me as well, so that could be significant for somebody. I don't smoke. I haven't smoked for 20 years. And I'm smelling cigarettes. So I don't know whether you smoke with this person, you met them while you were out having a cigarette in a bar. I don't fucking know. But there's this real energy of smoking being significant as well. Three of scepters again. So we're on the Three of Wands. We're just going to try and get the messages you need to know. It does seem to be like a repetitive message. The Lord of Scepters, but in reverse. So there's a King of Wands energy here that's not ready to make a move, but wants to. So let me be clear. They want to, but they have to do this in the right time. We have a Queen of Knives, which is... You might have cut this person out. You might have done, but we got the Seven of Knives and Justice. What I'm getting with that more than anything is they're dealing with somebody who's been deceptive to them. They're dealing with somebody who is being deceptive to them. And, you know, this person, whoever they're connected to or with, has caused a lot of pain, or is with. They've figured something out, and it's really, like, shot them to the core. Tell me more. Ten of Skulls. Pentacles again. There's a real upsetting energy with this. So because they're not coming towards you, this is why. They're dealing with the aftermath of something very heavy. Clarify the Three of Scepters. Judgment. They know who you are to them. But they felt trapped in fear-based energy. They could have been in a bit of ego here. They could have been in wounded masculine energy on the preset. They've found out something quite quite heavy, but it's pushed them more into their heart center. I found the Seven Knives. The Six of Wands. Yeah, there's a karmic energy here. Loitering. Justice is clarified by the Two of Wands. You know, they have to start the process of a separation here. Some of it could get quite legal. Ten of Skulls. They know you two are destined. I just want to see what else we've got with this Queen of Knives. Oh. I feel like you are... Yeah. They've been hurting over what they've been dealing with. They've been hurting, and that may have caused you to cut them out because they were not cut them out, but just step back, pull back your energy and look at this more logically. But with soul connections and depth like this, logic goes out the fucking window because it's heart and soul centered. They really want to be around you, and it's hurting them that they can't be. So if you have a connection where you have telepathy or you are able to connect to their soul, try and do that because it will help this 3D based connection. But they're dealing with so much shit and the aftermath, and it's really like their emotions are all over the place, but they really do know you are that person. King of Swords. They know, they have that clarity, and that in itself is triggering because for some of them, they've been with somebody and not been shown anywhere near what you have shown them. Whatever that means to you. Take it as it resonates. You're the Empress. You're the happy place. You're the safe space. You're the sanctuary. You're the sanctuary. and they're trying to let go of all this shit with the other person and cut it out, but they also know they've got to go through that healing process. But part of them just wants to cut and run to you, like, you know, just step into something with you, but they know they can't do that. It won't be right just yet. It's got to unfold in the right way. And, you know, there's definitely a separation of sorts going on here. 1,000,000%. And it's very painful. But the person is like, no, I've got to do this. This is not right. How I've been treated is not right. Like, I've been treated like absolute shit. I can't hold space for this person like I thought I could. I don't want them anymore. Like, I haven't wanted them for ages. For a lot of them, I think they have already separated from somebody. And, you know, with you and them, they've wanted to start something, but it's not been the right time. Okay, so 1 second. What is the advice from Spirit for you watching? Empress, stand in your power, focus on you, your life, your goals. The 8 of Skulls, focus on you. We've got the 9 of Knives, the 5 of Scepters, and the Hermit. Yeah, just they can't give to you right now. They want to, and you really do cheer this person up significantly. 10 of Pentacles. It will all come good. It will all come good. It will all come good. You've just got to believe. Why is the Empress? Why is the Empress here for the advice from Spirit? The World. Work on you. Focus on you. And to be honest with you, in a lot of cases, you've got some new things coming with work as well. You've got some new opportunities being presented to you. 9 of Knives is clarified by the Devil. So there's a real anxiety. There's this magnetic pull to one another that both of you are feeling. And it's causing this anxiety because they want to be with you, but they can't. Clarify the Hermit. Yeah, 7 of Wands. Like, they're fighting a lot of fires at the minute. Clarify the 5 of Scepters, and you're not a fire to them. You're water that puts out a fire. Do you know what I mean? They're dealing with a lot, and this is why they're going within to handle it and deal with it and focus on that. Clarify the 10 of Swords. The 10 of Skulls. The Magician. They know that's you. The Sun. You're their happy place. You are their sunshine. You are their safe space. You are their sanctuary. Safe haven. Yeah, 6 of Cups. The Hierophant. You're a very important person to them. And I know that a lot of you will just be patient and focus on you and allow the divine to bring in who and what is meant for you. But this is a thing. What's meant for you will never pass you by. And I feel like this group of people who this connection's about, this reading's about, they are very aware you and them are deeply connected and deeply meant to be. But they're also able to sort of look at it from a different perspective and be like, well, I'm not going to rush this because if it's meant to be, it will align in the divine timing it's meant to. And it kind of feels to me like that divine timing is going to be quicker than you think. I will ask and see if Spirit gives me any indication on times. I really don't think it'll work, but I'll ask and I'll say, look, you know, is there any indication on time here? I mean, I think I need to rephrase that question. I'm just going to say, is it going to be quicker than people think? Because for a lot of you, I believe it will be. Yes. The Sun. Yes. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse and the Hierophant. So, you know, a complete breakdown of stability that your person is dealing with right now. You know, separation, it's painful, it's triggering. we've got the Lord of Skulls. Lord of Skulls, King of Pentacles, and then the Page of Wands. So that can be quick action. We'll just see. We'll see what else comes through. Hang on. You just got to focus on you, really. And I think you know that. They're incredibly enamoured by you. Yeah, Prince of Sceptres, Knight of Wands. Something's coming in quickly. Something's coming in quickly. And then we have the Lord of Knives underneath the deck. Something is coming in quickly here for a lot of you. Clarify the Sun, please. It's destined. It's good karma for both of you. Why is the Hierophant in reverse? The Ace of Swords. They're getting so much clarity on who you are while they're dealing with this. The Empress. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, clarified by the Empress. Like, a mother figure is making life difficult here. And they're needing that time to rest and heal. But for a lot of you, I don't actually think it's going to be that long. They've just got to step into their power more. And you just got to focus on you. But it does feel to me like they're not going to take that long. It's just they've got some things to work through. Because, you know, in a lot of cases, they've been made to feel like absolute shit by another person here that they were in a relationship with for a while. Or a commitment with for a while. And, you know, with you, 4 of Wands and the 8 of Wands, we know that's quite quick action, but obviously don't practice any kind of attachment here. Spirit's not going to give me a date or anything like that. It's not going to give me, I'm not going to be given a time scale. It's for some of you, it's going to be quick. For some of you, it's going to take time. It just depends what is being processed at the time. But, you know, for some of you, you could be spending time with this person and helping them through stuff where, you know, you're connecting on an emotional level. And that friendship is developing more and more, you know? Anything else the collective needs to know? 4 of Knives, 7 of Skulls, 7 of Pentacles, 7 of Grail, 7 of Cups. They definitely think about you a lot. 10 of Sceptres, but there's so many burdens around what they're dealing with. It's hard. Anything else? 8 of Knives, yeah. But we do have the Lovers underneath the deck. Don't worry, there's no nudity on this card. That's the 8 of Knives, so 8 of Swords, and then we have the Lovers. So, just be open. Just hold space. There's a lot of healing to do here. But I think you two are meant to heal one another. So I do think you are meant to spend time together where you can. The 7 of Skulls is clarified by the Ace of Wands. This is building on something. This is connecting. And I do feel for a lot of you in person. Clarify the 7 of Grails, please. The 2 of Wands in reverse. Tell me more about that. I do feel like the other person is trying to put a bit of neggy energy out there, though, to a degree. Like sending your person evil eye, psychic attack, that sort of thing. Clarify the 8 of Swords. Yeah. They know they want that with you, that stability. Clarify the Lovers. They know very well. Yeah, we've got the Fool. They know they want that stability with you. They're just... and then we've got the Hermit as well. They just know that it can't unfold right now. But other things can. Whatever that means to you. There's a learning energy here. And I don't mean a lesson, but something you're going to help teach each other. Like, you complement each other well. So there could be something you're going to teach them and they're going to teach you. What that is to do with, potentially, could be a different approach or teaching them to have a different perspective. Okay? Either way, they want to be around you. But they don't want to bring you down with their shit either. And that's using emotional intelligence. But I think you want to create that safe space for them to be able to talk to you. So what is the outcome of this for the rest of October? What's the outcome for the rest of October? The Death card, which obviously we are then in Scorpio season. So that's highly appropriate that that's come out. We have the Tower and we have the Prince of Skulls. Okay, so Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. Too many cards. Don't want all of them. Forgot how much I love this deck. Three of Skulls. Pentacles again. Yeah, you're definitely connecting with this person. And then we've got the Nine of Scepters, Nine of Wands. Like, there is a bit of a... Nine of Wands is a persistent, a resilient energy, but it's also a steadfast energy. And it can be a bit stubborn, can be, not always. It just depends what's around. Then we've got the Hierophant and the Ace of Skulls. There's some enlightenment coming from this month. The remainder of this month, there's some enlightenment coming in this connection for some of you here. The Ace of Skulls is Ace of Pentacles. All right, let's just get a bit more. Clarify the Death card. King of Wands. Death and Rebirth. New beginning. Clarify the Tower. They have gone through a shit show. Yeah. Six of Swords in reverse. They have gone through a shit show, which, you know, they've had to really sit in at times. Clarify the Prince of Skulls. Nine of Pentacles. They know they are worthy of everything they want in life and more, but they've obviously not always been made to feel worthy. So they're working on their self-worth and bringing balance back here. But I feel like they want to bring some kind of balance back to your connection as well. Even though it won't be, they can't bring you a relationship, but they can bring some kind of balance here. We've got the Nine of Scepters and the Six of Wands. So something is being overcome. Clarify the Hierophant. The Fool. An awakening. For some of you, I'm not getting relationship energy with that. I'm getting awakening because they've gone through a bit of a dark night of the soul. Clarify the Ace of Skulls. King of Swords. Acknowledgement. It's like an inner knowing is being intercepted here and accepted as well within themselves. It's very interesting. They know the truth. You are that place. Happy place, safe space, safe haven. You're all the queens. Like, there's this inner knowing that there is more. And for a lot of you, they're going to acknowledge, if they haven't already, that you are that person. Yeah, Page of Cups. And new beginnings could come through in Scorpio season, I'll say, rather than October. Scorpio season. But practice non-attachment. It's a really beautiful reading. So if you'd like a reading, coaching session for Ascension or Twin Flames, a gift, activation session, past life regression, past life healing, Shamanic Healing, Reiki session, or any of my other services, please message me, zoe@thesassyspiritualist.co.uk. I am unfortunately still using that email, because my domain name renewed while I was in the jungle and I had no access to internet, so I had no idea that it had renewed while I was there. And because I thought it was going to be October it renewed, and it didn't. It renewed in September. So I'm still the Sassy Spiritualist, unfortunately. So zoe@thesassyspiritualist.co.uk, or the Empowered Soul Alchemist 1111 on Instagram. The same on TikTok, or my main account, the Sassy Spiritualist, under Zoe Gaia 1111 is still there as well. So just message me if you want to book in. I'm taking bookings for everything now. Lots of love, and let me know how this resonates.